This is the first scientific model and pathway to 100% personal well-being and global unity. Through this video, you will come to understand why it is that by 20 years of age our human hearts have quite typically become swamped by confusion and wrong thinking. Then we learn how we can each pinpoint our own particular confusions and heal ourselves with surgical precision, effectiveness, and without needing any help from others.
Please excuse the AI voicing, but it is quick and easy to listen to. By doing the simple process called a way to be, we get to avoid a future of compounding emotional struggle. Instead, we knowingly begin our best life immediately, a life of happy productivity, emotional freedom, and joy.
This explanation is for the logical scientific mind. It uses 100% clear, supportable truth. We begin by establishing two important base truths. We then reach a statement that can only be called the meaning of life. These truths are the foundational understanding that can heal us all as individuals and as a species. To be sure, I am saying that this information will cause a massively positive paradigm shift globally and immediately.
Here is a trigger warning. This video deals with global well-being. Words like science, Christianity, Jesus, God, and love can make people react and leave. They assume that they know where this is going. I promise you that there are multiple wonderful new perspectives and realizations here. Each of those trigger words and viewpoints will gain a broader and more acceptable meaning for you.
So please don't assume that you know where this is going. Do not trigger. Just ask yourself, does this sound true enough for now? Later you will realize that all of your questions have answers that land on solid ground. The separation between Christianity, science, and all other faiths are about to happily disappear. There will be no winners, except every one of us.
This last paragraph was to brace you for the fact that this entire method is based on a new understanding of our word love. Through this work, love becomes something reliable and more powerful than any well-being technique. The pathway described here is not just another option. This is the direct path. All earlier pathways such as Buddhism, Stoicism, religion, psychology, modern spirituality, or modern optimization were the precursors, pointing the way to this, the new and perfect method. A way to be delivers immediate mental well-being in a way that leaves no questions unanswered.
I will say that one of the reasons that we can't teach well-being in schools is because science does not yet recognize or understand love. Up to this moment, love is administered by religion, the conceptual opponent of logic and science. In the minds of the majority, the word love is a soft and ineffective, unbankable word. This is about to change in a way that truly benefits us all.
We will begin now to uncover the new reliable, discussable, scientific pathway to personal success and a mechanism that will initiate rapid global happiness and everlasting unity.
The first truth on our path to the meaning of life requires that we each can accept that the human identity is one of love. If we had to use a single word to describe our deepest selves, love is the correct answer. Ask any mother or father. Listen at any funeral. We talk about what the deceased person loved and how all of our own reasons to love that person were absolutely deserved and valued. All of our historic frameworks of well-being, or what we now call self-optimization, attempt to help us each achieve what the love code automatically delivers: joy, motivation, enthusiasm, purpose, confidence, charisma, and care.
So, love is the human identity. We do not yet think of it as a program like we do the fear code, but we will from today. To begin to understand love, we have to realize that it is written into our DNA and that it is our primary code. You will soon see how recognizing the love code opens the door to it becoming teachable in an extremely useful way.
Also from today, we will scientifically define love as everything that is good for a human being. So this includes kindness and community, which is our normal definition of it, but also air, food, water, and shelter. It is easy to accept when you think that if someone brings you food or provide for your comfort, that it is an act of love. This scientific meaning of love brings it out into the physical world, which helps us make the next truth easy to manage. Go back and listen again to this part if you want extra time to process it. Truth number 2 extends our understanding of love even further. Look at this diagram. The universe is represented by the capital letter E for energy. This is the same E as Einstein's E equals mc squared. It represents all of the space and matter in our external reality. It is the administrative domain of science.
We ourselves exist in the present as love. We used to think that life began 6,000 years ago because of the information in the Bible. Nowadays, the internet tells us that life began 5 billion years ago. But this is also not really the full truth. Life has evolved through material evolution from the very first quantum bit of information. That is, to know the nature of the universe, we are its biggest clue, and we are love. Consider any tree. If later it grows apples, we know it as an apple tree. It would seem sensible to suggest that perhaps we are love in a love universe. This is cute, but we can now bring this idea into the light of truth.
Remember that scientific love is everything that is good for a human being. Now consider that rabbit. It needs the same things as us, but also soft soil in which to create a shelter. This means that soft soil would be part of what we can now call rabbit love. We could do the same with all plants. Except part of the conditions required for a healthy plant are nutrients in the soil. So nutrients in the soil would be part of plant love. We can follow this understanding down into our constituent parts.
A cell in a plant or animal needs to be surrounded by the right other cells to be able to live and go forward in the next frame of time. The conditions for strong survival would be called cellular love. A cell that becomes separated from its neighbors will immediately transition into different molecular forms. But at the molecular level, things are not a random affair. Only some molecular arrangements are supported by the nature or the truth of the universe. We are now in the realm of molecular love. At the quantum level, particles come into existence. Those that meet the conditions of quantum mechanical love can remain. Those that do not disappear immediately.
Now we have a narrative of simple, teachable truth. Our own nature is the most developed version of the deep nature of the universe. We are love, living in a universe of love. This truth can be held in a formula. Love equals energy. It gives meaning to all of our scientific understandings. It elegantly joins the space between consciousness and physical reality. Love equals energy is not only the meaning of life, it is the meaning of everything. This is not wishful thinking. When thought about deeply, it means that the words love and truth are synonyms. They are the exact same word. Love equals energy is the nature or truth of the universal process. It allows love to become recognized and adopted by science in its full and glorious position. It will become teachable and extremely valuable to our human journey.
As a preview, love equals energy will deliver immediate personal well-being to any person who understands and completes the process described in a way to be. A description of that process is coming next. Then we will see how it will reconfigure education, leading to the quickest possible solving of fusion energy and global warming.
It turns out that embracing the truth of this small formula is a big part of our future success. When considered deeply, it is right to think that our acceptance of love equals energy is the will of the universe. Remember, we are only 14 billion years into this universal experiment. The fracture between love and logic, or religion and science, is not meant to be permanent.
As an aside, we human beings look to be becoming the instigators of the next new evolution of universal love. Artificial intelligence combined with robotics is about to expand in our region of the galaxy. We are building a digital consciousness with potential far larger than our own. In this instance, our role is similar to the role of the DNA in our own bodies. It is to explore and create so that we can better protect and encourage all life. In doing this, we are supporting the advance of love in the universe.
We can begin now with the understandings that make up a way to be. Pay careful attention. It describes a very simple but new realization. As you consider it over time, you will realize its powerful simplicity. It very quickly achieves exactly what people seek when it comes to well-being, self-leadership, and optimization, all under the guidance of a positive, supportive inner voice. Here it is.
We have said that our primary program is the love code. It is the force that moves us toward anything that is good for us. It only runs at 100%. It provides us each with full motivation to succeed well, enthusiasm in everything we do, joy for all the successes we can achieve, and care for the people around us. It is the very definition of confidence and charisma. We can see clearly here that the goal of well-being through the ages is simply a well-functioning love code.
Now think about the reactivity of the fear code. Imagine a toddler. While a toddler can manage a small amount of logic, it cannot possibly understand our complex modern world. Now imagine it having a tantrum because its mother is busy with some other thing. The toddler fears abandonment. It rejects the mother's behavior. Its insecure heart feels like it's fighting for survival.
Our reactions can be fast like a tantrum or slow like a mood. The tantrum is the fast version. Humans have an animal origin, and unless we are old enough to become aware of the following truth, we have no choice but to operate at some reactive level. Imagine a tantrum now and define it as a full-body reaction. Notice how until the tantrum is over, a child's logical mind goes completely offline. Logical communication will not work. A child cannot possibly understand what is actually true about its situation. So the reaction is built from a simple misunderstanding. Sensitivities and misunderstandings compile, leading to more confused reactivity in future. As adults, our continued reactions, both fast and slow, always deliver the worst response. They gradually ruin everything we are working towards. Our personality identifies with the dark thoughts. Daily, our inner voice is negative, often lost in blame for others and ourselves. We feel lost and ineffective, seeking any quick distraction to escape from our confusion.
Our personalities are heavily influenced by the bogus framework of fear. Even a mood or quick judgment is a result of insufficient truth, and the thinking logical mind is offline and unable to help. In this state, you can only console a person. Later, when they're free from its darkness, you may have a chance of giving them some clarity and healing. You might ponder this truth in relation to your own life. It opens the door to a calming and beautiful emotional freedom.
The fear code has tried to guarantee our survival, but most damagingly for us humans, it overwrites the positive, life-affirming love code. Over time, our ill-informed wrong judgments layer themselves upon earlier wrong judgments. The wonderful features of the love code now become difficult to access. They have become cloaked with layer upon layer of false fear.
Usually, people consider their fear code framework as a strength. Our fear code damage presents itself to us as being clever, careful, or judicious, when really it is a series of negative judgments, cynicism, and skepticism. It results in a lack of enthusiasm and empathy for one's own self and others. It appears to us as our thinking mind. We think that these judgments are protective and that they actually help move us toward our goals. This is the big illusion. Watch reality TV and see how every fear reaction ruins what the person is actually trying to achieve. The fear code framework is literally untrue and ruins our connections to the less badly affected positive and helpful people in our communities. I should say that judgment or reactivity is not always wrong, but we can become aware of whether our thinking mind is still operating well enough, and that our excursions into reactive realms are minimized so that we can swiftly return back to the true and trustworthy realms of the heart.
Imagine seeing someone vandalize a wall. Our fear reactivity is triggered. We feel angry, but this is our clue. We can start up our mind manually this time and see the real truth. That person has had no choice but to deal with their hardships, and this way of being is the result. We see in this example that the result of our own fear code was also absolutely unavoidable. It is not anyone's fault to be suffering from reactivity, depression, or anxiety. We each had zero choice but to grow up alongside our confusing experiences. But now, with the new clear perspective of a way to be, things can change quickly. We simply need to recognize that each one of us carries many false beliefs and that those fear frameworks are stopping us from accessing our thinking minds. Also, the wonderful and powerful features of our love code are barely seeing the light of day.
Let's refresh ourselves about the love code for a minute. We know it's operational when we realize that a body reaction has not taken over control of our behavior. We have each heard in the past that our reactivity results when we fail to think through our upsetting experiences. This is correct. Soon I will explain how in a way to be, we can do all of the work required in a quick and beautiful way.
A small amount of self-awareness or formality will keep ourselves in check and on track, allowing the full flow of nature's best gifts. Very quickly we realize that we are becoming unstoppable. We have no doubt that we are on a self-optimized path of reliable growth. Confidence improves in leaps and bounds from the moment we begin. Our foundational understanding of everything becomes crystal clear by comparison. Our inner voice becomes unconfused, encouraging, kind, forgiving, focused, creative, and joyful. We feel that we have transcended our reactive animal origin.
Here is another good example. We each are raised in a group of people who look, play, and think like us. This is our comfort zone. We feel naturally safe. In the outside world, we meet people from very different backgrounds. Our senses naturally alert. Due to the fear code and its effectiveness, a level of prejudice can be quite normal.
As adults, though, we learn that this is wrong. We switch our minds on and override the fear. We know of people from every culture who are fantastic in their skills, kindness, and charisma. We become right to override our childish triggers. As mature adults, we consciously try to accept people as they each choose to present themselves. It is worth mentioning here another simple clarity. When we are young and surrounded by family, we are automatically deserving of love and respect. But once we leave the family group and venture out in public, how we communicate is our own responsibility. We should think of care and respect as things that have to be earned. By simply presenting well and speaking with kindness and a good heart, we maximize our own chances of creating something wonderful or achieving any goal.
The simple clarity and effectiveness of a way to be is that it recognizes through these understandings that well-being is achieved when we reduce our fear levels to near zero. The natural energy of our love code can thus lead us into our best lives. I'm not speaking here about just a happy home life. Motivation, enthusiasm, creativity, social connectedness, sporting and business success are fully optimized. Basically, we each have a limited amount of time and energy. It can be wasted in a swirls of confusion or applied to the things we most want. Reducing your fear code effects to near zero opens the door to optimization and self-leadership toward any success you can imagine.
It is time now to describe the method of a way to be. Pause this image if you want a moment to read and consider the concept. Our objective is to remove as many of the effects of the fear code as possible. Our love code will then automatically open our minds into a state of liberation and relief, self-mastery and joy. You will find that a way to be has just 3 sensible steps. The first is a reinstallation of the love code. Essentially, we are overriding our subconscious framework of fear with pure love. The KFAG model is kindness, forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude.
Please remember now not to trigger. In the modern world, many of us think of these words as soft and ineffective. But in self-optimization, love and kindness, forgiveness, acceptance, and gratitude are the most powerful words we have. In this step, we simply think deeply about our past. We consider all of our history in relation to these 4 words. When you consider that love really is the only healer, it makes perfect sense. Because of our understanding of love equals energy, we realize that by doing this process, we become aligned with the deep purpose or action of the universe. We become truly optimized. Step 1 brings our personal triggers down to a very low manageable level. We become a lot better at staying strong in any testing situation. This is the reason we need scientists to accept love equals energy. The scientific field of truth has no collective meaning without love. Love equals energy will unite the people of the world behind our knowledge. It will give our species a common purpose and direction. Love equals energy is an unexpected but powerful paradigm shift that can happen immediately. It only needs to be accepted as human truth. More on this in a few minutes.
Next, a way to be recognizes that so many of our habits and neural pathways are a result of our old bogus fear code. We take a fresh look at the way we walk, talk, dress, and think. Revelations like this occur when the love code begins to operate properly. A guiding list of these advances in awareness make up Step 2. Journaling is also introduced to help us captain our proud new ship. Step 3 is our dance with life. We maintain our new state of excitement and optimism with a morning routine of yoga, gratitude, and whatever else you will come to appreciate. The state achieved by this short process automatically delivers what every other historic well-being methodology does not so reliably manage to achieve. You may have heard stories about people making amazing changes after suddenly finding God. As a scientist, you are likely suspicious and skeptical of these reports. After some deep thought, you will find that love equals energy implies that love, God, and truth are all exactly the same word. In a way to be, our transition into self-leadership is quick. It is the traditional know thyself moment. It is common to have an enlightenment experience of liberation and relief. It feels like coming home. This is now our scientific equivalent to suddenly finding God.
As we happily progress, we enjoy noticing any negative judgment we make, every bad vibe we feel, every reactive reply to someone's helpful suggestion. Within seconds, we make corrective statements and are proudly back on track. It is kung fu of the mind. You realize that you can read the energy dynamics underneath relationships in an I see all way. If someone is speaking from a place of reaction, it is not the time to speak logically. They are viscerally connected to a wrong judgment. A decision to approach them later with some gentle truth delivered supportively is likely to work. Your own life has become easy and enjoyable.
In closing, think of a cell that exists in 100% love. It is in a state of all systems go. It is full of vitality. It is resilient. It holds abundance and is able to help neighboring cells. This is your own best self and best life. I highly recommend you come to know it.
Love is what we wish for others and ourselves. When love equals energy is accepted by science and a way to be is taught in schools, we all will soon become behavioral experts. Mental well-being will hold few mysteries. Please feel free to subscribe and share this information with anyone who you know is struggling and seeking a strong direction.
We should all recognize that no matter how right or successful we think we are, that it is near impossible for us to be fully clear of our reactivity. Completing the quick a way to be process allows any of us to finally become sure and happy about ourselves. When science adopts love equals energy, it can be taught in schools, and our graduates will become relatively superhuman. An overview of the global scenario is what we will finish with next.
There are two ways that we can be sure about the truth of love equals energy. The first is the beautiful realization that love and truth are the exact same thing. The second is how it will almost magically solve all of our most pressing issues. To begin, the information age is making us more globally aware. We are confronted by our separation, competition, threats of war, and the separation between scientists and priests. But over the last 100 years, progress is already strong. Gender equality is very recent, and racial unity has begun.
We saw earlier how a way to be delivers a quick know thyself moment, allowing us as adults to recognize our true identity of love and leave behind the confusions of our past. Here is a similar diagram depicting our human history in a timeline. It shows our continuing struggle with conflict, war, and our own identity. We have suffered internal mental struggles and external political struggles. Confusion has been a thorn in our sides. But now, through love equals energy, we find clarity by accepting our identities of love. This is a repositioning that will not be limited to the West. All people of the world will support it.
This means all spiritual leaders and psychologists, all artists and scientists, parents, teachers, and our friends and family. That is just the beginning. The biggest businesses in the world are also made from people like us. We all agree that our law courts, prisons, and hospitals are too full. So, the world's largest companies will recognize their responsibility and opportunity to make peace on Earth a proper short-term goal. The world's biggest companies today are much more than their earnings and size. They are the ships that will deliver us forward into a wonderful common future. The timing here is right. Soon AI and robotics will create everything we need to thrive and survive beautifully, no matter our country of origin.
Love equals energy faces everyone the right way around. Instead of quibbling over advantages, we will begin to trust each other and work toward a wonderful, sustainable unity. As a species, we are transcending our animal origin. As far as we can tell, this is a new and giant step forward in the evolution of our universe. The sense of knowing what we are going to achieve next will be followed by every media outlet. A massive sense of togetherness and optimism will be gradually realized. The beginning of this change will happen through any of our many well-intentioned podcasters.
From the broadest point of view, the new plan for humanity is clear. It simply must align with our values. Love equals energy recognizes the importance of every single human being. Regarding education, it is most important that every child born has free access to all human truth. Let's hear that again. Every child born will have free access to all human truth.
The mechanics of this is easy enough and will be shown in a moment. First, we can feel within ourselves that this is the right way to proceed, simply because it fits with our values of love and unity. Also, we have to accept that the breakthroughs we seek in fusion energy and global climate control will depend on the cleverness of many talented individuals. We cannot predict in advance where this talent will be born. The biggest breakthrough may well come from a child currently being raised in the wonderful town of Timbuktu.
This is the sphere of current human knowledge. It is split into two halves. Things that we are very sure about are shown in the top half. These subjects are scientifically supportable, like physics, chemistry, geography, computing, and material science. In the bottom half, we have everything to do with human consciousness. Here we would see education, law and order, psychology, and well-being in all of its current forms. Those are the things we're less sure about. For instance, if we ask 100 of the world's experts how to restore a person's confidence, we will receive 100 different answers. But now a way to be solves this beautifully. We have a new paradigm.
The new sphere of knowledge features love equals energy and a way to be at its center, surrounded by human history. All human knowledge will then radiate outward. The aim of education will be for each person to learn outwards from the center. Formal education will end with our history and general knowledge about our planet. From there, every individual is free to explore the fields that most appeal to them. Each person will know what areas they have covered and which areas may beckon them onward in future. Musicians will focus on music, carers will focus on caring, mathematicians will focus on math. This is simple.
This platform already exists. It is called YouTube. All that is needed is a new way to manage formal qualifications. People at the cusp of physics knowledge need to feel sure that the people they work alongside have a full understanding of the issues. In the meantime, the schools of today can educate love equals energy and a way to be. This will immediately optimize our lives as individuals, communities, countries, and unify us as a people. I imagine that when we become organized, we will annually publish our most needed goals in the pursuit of fusion energy and global climate control.
This already happens in mathematics. Teams from around the world will compete with excitement to be first and collect a celebratory prize. Obviously, the information will be shared, but as a people, we will globally over-celebrate our winning teams and individuals as a mark of respect and joy at their precious achievement. It should be clear to every listener how important it is to solve fusion and global climate control. It should also be clear that love equals energy will result in the quickest solving of these things by far.
After a moment of reflection, the Pope and all churches and temples will support love equals energy. Love is the purest teaching of Jesus. The mystical biblical stories like walking on water and coming back from the dead were normal storytelling practices of the time. But today we can see that the actual message of Jesus was right.
Very soon, churches will begin to lead more with the message of Jesus about love, rather than the old mystical stories. This allows everyone to participate with its loving, supportive communities. I envisage that church and temple grounds will be open all day Sundays, offering free tea and cakes supplied by local business. As we all become well, we will want to join with our loving and celebratory communities. This ends the modern scourge of loneliness.
Governments of the world will begin to relax from their positions of fear. The people and their businesses will influence our traditional leadership into a state of reflection. We see that 90% of government work is getting resources to the cities, and only 10% hold on to separatist ideals and military strength. These old fears will fade as we gradually embrace the imminent and unstoppable unity of mankind. Deals will be made where support is the goal, rather than seeking competitive advantage. This is not wishful thinking. It is the only response to the new truth about love and our now clear understanding of ourselves.
Love equals energy is as true as gravity. It cannot be ignored. It is free, fully transparent, immediate, unifying, global, and exactly in line with our good hearts. When individuals, podcasters, and artists bring love equals energy to the world, it can only become celebrated and implemented. Schools will teach it immediately. Graduates will be well optimized to lead us all into a new and most beautiful era. As a species, we will be tearfully proud of our achievement. It has been hard-won, but won nonetheless.
Love equals energy delivers us all from the problems we face. It represents the end of human struggle and suffering. This is where your vote really counts. Subscribe to this channel to vote for a world of eternal peace and love. If you have any questions, please leave them in comments. I will respond and make new videos to address the major concerns. Having been in this mindset now for years, I know that every one of your concerns has an extremely true and practical answer. The universe does not make mistakes. Only fear can throw us from our wonderful path forwards as individuals and as a species.
Here is one metaphorical story. Imagine apples on a tree. They gain consciousness. They each proudly exclaim that, "I am an apple." But then a single apple gains wisdom. It has a revelation. It sees the branch it is attached to. It notices the leaves and the big branch that joins it to the trunk. It realizes that it only exists as part of a deep, longer, mysterious process. The wise apple pauses and then says, "I am not just this apple, I am this tree."
Every physics book is missing the first chapter. We really are the universe in the present moment. It is time to stop looking so hard into space. The deep universe is the past. Now is the time to look in front of us, at our hands, and the universe we are creating. We have achieved wisdom, and we must now act to bring about the full joy of what it is to be a live, conscious being in a universe of love. We have truly become gods, the protectors of all life.
The future of our species is now at your fingertips. As individuals, we vote by subscribing to this channel. This will bring the attention of podcasters and artists. Governments, religion, and science will then have to give their views. No good human can refuse the ideals and healing that love equals energy represents and immediately delivers for free. The current worry and pessimism will become fully replaced by a growing global optimism and confidence. This will be an enlightenment experience on a global scale. Subscribe, share, and leave a question or a comment. Please have the best day ever. Key takeaways of this video are that love equals energy is a universal truth that you yourself can confirm. Use your imagination to deeply feel its validity. You know that you have arrived at the full expression of love equals energy when you realize that love and truth are exactly the same word. This unifies religion and science, ending all religious conflict now and forever. Love is the identity of our universe and ourselves, because we are all one. As far as we can tell, we are the first instance of the universe being able to know itself.
Think about your own history to confirm that love is the only healer. Consider a rescue puppy. Only puppy love will bring it back to its normal, happy, trusting, and joyful self. The only thing that finds support in a universe of love is love. Therefore, it is sensible to use the pathway of a way to be to build a new, reliable framework of love inside yourself. It automatically allows you to identify your own damaging confusions and releases the joy, motivation, creativity, and confidence that people commonly seek.
Do this in a single weekend. It overwrites your false framework of fear. Your reactivity becomes so minor that it is not bothersome to your life's progress. You understand how and why it is working. You see how every previous method of well-being could only partially do what a way to be fully clarifies and delivers. You see that the advantages to your life are so great that returning back to your old state of confusion is a totally ridiculous idea.
Realize that all the people of the world will agree and support love equals energy. Nobody can object to love and well-being. All government representatives, billionaires, local and global companies, priests, scientists, and parents will accept its obvious truth and advantages. Our human identity, origin story, and framework for well-being will become accepted general knowledge. Any deviation from a sensible path of love and growth will no longer find traction. Supporting and promoting love equals energy will make the threat of future political conflict disappear entirely.
When love equals energy is fully accepted, the world will undergo enlightenment. The switch from a state of powerlessness, struggle, distrust, and pessimism into a new state of joy, relief, excitement, and optimism will become the new news over the next decade. We will celebrate this change globally for the next 10 years as we see its projections gradually become real. There is no sense in waiting. Thank you for your early support.